going to double somebody. Quarters coverage, it's like a hybrid, like I said. Somebody's going to get combination. So that means you got to find that one-on-one and then let it fly. If by accident they let him one-on-one, that ball is coming out.
A lot of excitement, I'm sure, in that huddle with OBJ. This offense is West Coast. They want to put his foot in the ground and throw it on time. Watch for that tonight. If Eli Manning has to pat it and move, you know they're in trouble. But if that ball's coming out, and what OBJ, nobody gets open at the line of scrimmage on the slant better than OBJ. Yep. Nobody. With that threat, all of a sudden Brandon Marshall becomes a threat. All of a sudden Shepard becomes a threat. Everybody raises their game. We talked about it earlier in the show. OBJ can change this offense and give protection. He can actually protect by having that ball come out quickly, giving that offensive line
the thing about Terrell Austin, his defense is already designed to double people. It's already designed. It's not like they're coming outside of the box of what they regularly do. So I believe this is what you're good at. When a defense is playing what they're good at, they're at their best. Like what they get the reps at all offseason in training camp. That's why the matchup is tricky, and it's so important for the Giants to have OBJ tonight.
Well, not only that, if you're talking about doubling one player, if you're talking about doubling OBJ, then this is where Shepard and Marshall have to come into play. Last week, they targeted Brandon Marshall, I think, 4 times, and that was all in the second half. He didn't really get a chance to get into the flow of the game. So some of those guys that are complimenting OBJ, they have to get open for Eli if Eli can't go to him.
Brandon Marshall, 1 catch. So I asked Lions safety Glover Quin what he's seeing from Eli, and he's a big fan. And you know, Eli's always knocked for the turnovers, but Glover Quin made the point that he appreciates that he's willing to put it up there, and said if he hadn't put it up there in the Super Bowl to David Tyree, if he hadn't been willing, then they wouldn't all be celebrating here tonight. So there's a lot to be said for taking a chance, no fear, and putting it up there. Right?
Right.
He shouldn't even got a chance to put that ball up.
All right, so many stars on the field tonight. It's time for our Dunkin' Donuts Field Pass. Matt, the Giants know they have to be able to run the ball to ease the pressure on Eli. So what should we be looking for from Paul Perkins?
Well, we've been talking about OBJ all night, but listen, Paul Perkins going to run the ball downhill in one-back sets. Guards Justin Pugh and John Jerry, 2 of the best pulling guards. But they got to use them. They got to actually call the runs. That's what they got to do tonight.
Steve, we profiled Lions defensive end Ziggy Ansah earlier. How does he stack up against this Giants offensive line?
So the key matchup for the Giants offense is obviously the defensive line of the Lions. Ziggy going up against Giants left tackle Ereck Flowers. Flowers more of a right tackle who's had technique issues. Ansah should feast against and had 5 tackles and a sack in last year's meeting. So watch for Ziggy tonight.
Randy, flip side, how do you expect Matthew Stafford to attack that star-studded Giants secondary without, though, Janoris Jenkins?
Well, the one thing about it, putting multi-wide receiver sets on the field, and whoever his replacement is, play fast and come at him very often. I want to see Matthew Stafford. I don't want to see him come back this game. I want to see him throw for 4 quarters, be the gunslinger that we know he is.
Charles, this could be the marquee matchup tonight. What's the key for Lions cornerback Darius Slay against Odell Beckham Jr.?
I think Darius Slay has a guy who may not be at 100%. I think he has to mix it up on OBJ. I think you start up in press, at times to be physical, then I think at times you line up in press, but you bail. A guy who has a lower extremity injury, be it an ankle or a knee, they kind of want to know where they're going. So you mix it up on him. Don't allow OBJ to know exactly where he's going.
What a fun watch for all of you out there and all the fans packing MetLife Stadium here tonight as we are closing in on kickoff. And come on, man.
I got the moves. I got the moves. Oh, I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta move. She made that back move. She made the choke move. I made the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the moves. I make it. I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move.
Monday Night Countdown is served by Applebee's 2 for $20 and in part by Ryder. Build the perfect lease for your business at Ryder.com. And Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, freshly ground freshly brewed, always smooth.
Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
A truck just drove off with your money, and it isn't coming back. Fleet owners are dumping cash along America's highways by operating trucks with all kinds of hidden costs. But what if there's a way to stop losing money? A way to get some of the highest uptime in the industry with expert technicians, a nationwide service network, and leasing solutions that give you dedicated drivers if you need them. Stop throwing money away. Build the lease that's right for you at Ryder.com.
Dunkin' has lots of fall favorites to root for. Maple pecan, pumpkin, maple sugar bacon. But on game day, we root for one team. One team, baby. Win the fall, folks.
You ready?
Absolutely.
It's gonna save the world.
Yeah, it is.
Kingsman, the Golden Circle. Rated R.
Hey, Vaughn.
Got a sec?
What's up, folks?
I found this in your locker.
Coach, I'm delicate.
You said you're not like me. You never got to your knees. Look into the sky for a momentary high. Never even tried till it's time to say goodbye.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
How you feeling?
I have chronic low back pain. I've tried ice, I've tried heat.
Are you ready for a game changer?
I am ready.
Smart Relief from Icy Hot.
It tingles.
You feel it?
Yes. I can't feel the pain right now.
Icy Hot Smart Relief. Oh.
Me and you just singing on the train. Me and you listening to the rain. Me and you sitting on the lawn. Me and you just singing our song just to rhyme, to shine and to pass the time.
Step up to GMC and get nearly $10,400 total value on this 2017 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate model. We are professional grade GMC.
Schick Hydro versus a lube strip with 7 hydrating gel pools that give you 40% less friction. It's designed like no other razor to protect from irritation. Schick Hydro for your skin.
What's that? P3. Planters, nuts, jerky, and seeds. I like variety in my protein. Totally. So I got this. Trail mix. Oh. Empty.
P3 Snacks, the more interesting way to get your protein.
Dunkin' has lots of fall favorites to root for. Maple pecan, pumpkin, maple sugar bacon. But on game day, we root for one team. One team, baby. Win the fall, folks.
Game picks are brought to you by Courtyard, the official hotel of the
for the Lions and Giants, and it's kind of a mixed bag here. Charles, going Lions, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Matt's got the Giants, Randy on the Lions, Steve the Giants. I'm on the Giants as well. By the way,
that was before OBJ. I was before, so I mean, it only gets better.
It only gets better. Steve was the only one, by the way, to pick the doubleheader. Both games correct last week.
So you know what can I?
I'll give you your $5
It's early.
back.
It's early.
Yeah, it is
it's early.
I'll come back.
Let's just everybody, you know.
You'll take an L tonight, though.
We've got some business to do.
This ain't the 2007 Giants.
Randy.
I'm going to tell you what, let's get this come on man started. Y'all not going to believe this first play. Check this out right here. You're talking about messy football. Look at this, Kansas taking on Ohio. Man, was that a quick screen because the offensive line thought it was? Peyton Bender, man, I'll be mad at my offensive line too. OC, it's something you forgot to tell the offensive line. Hey, no cut, Kansas.
Come on, man.
All right, Kansas City's Alex Smith escapes the pressure, decides to run out of bounds over on the Eagles sideline. But what is going on the sideline? McDougal, he's using the bathroom. We need one more towel guy at least over there. I mean, is this really what people do? Flashback, here's the Colts. Is this what we do in the NFL? What about the Chargers? You gotta go, I guess. Back to yesterday, Dexter McDougal, we caught you this time. Come on, man.
All right, Carson Wentz, the pass down the sideline, hits off Terrence Mitchell and lands in the arms of Zach Ertz for the big game. But you have to see this in slow motion. The ball hits off Mitchell's arm right to Ertz. The fans can't believe it. No doubt Mitchell was upset. Come on, man.
All right, Jets in Oakland. Robbie Anderson's going to catch a pass as he goes towards the sideline, and he gets taken down by the chain gang. Look at the slow motion. The chain gang says, hey, I'll take your hit, and now I'll throw you to the ground. Hey, Dak Prescott, big loss yesterday. How frustrated was he at the play calling? I'm so mad. I'm going to doink my offensive coordinator, Scott Linehan. Hey, Scott, give me a play that works. Come on, man.
Oh, man, back to Kansas City. You know what? Kansas City is getting a lot of love these days. But look at the cameraman. Is that Kareem Hunt or the cameraman? Let's take another look at it. Where is he looking? And better yet, where is he going? Where are you running to? We'll run over the cheerleaders. Come on, man.
All right, we keep asking. We want you to get involved. Hashtag #ComeOnFan. Come on, send us your entries. You can be on Monday Night Countdown. All right, as we wrap things up real quick, you guys have all been in this position. The Giants, it's their home opener. How much pressure are you feeling?
Well, it's that 0-2 pressure. No one wants to go 0-2. And then to not lose at home. Look at the schedule they got after this. They got to win this game at home.
OBJ back. This place is going to be electric.
Look, they're celebrating a team tonight that won a championship. When you come out here and play in front of those guys, the guys that have the key to the city, man, you got to shine.
Everybody thought this was going to be a better Giant team than the playoff team last year. They go down and lay an egg in Dallas. I think there's a lot of pressure tonight to get the thing straightened out.
And OBJ is back. It's Big Blues home debut. Enjoy. We'll see you at halftime, everyone.
Welcome, everyone, to the ESPN Monday Night Red Carpet Kickoff, engineered by GMC. Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands of East Rutherford, New Jersey, the Detroit Lions take on the New York Giants and star wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., who returns tonight after sitting out the season opener in Dallas 8 nights ago with an ankle injury. He watched from the sidelines as Big Blue lost in Big D. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Football. I'm Sean McDonough. Delighted to have you with us. The Detroit Lions arrive with a record of 1-0. More of the same from last season for the Lions. On their way to the playoffs last year, Detroit won 8 games in which they trailed in the fourth quarter. That was the NFL record. They came from behind in Week 1 this season to beat the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, unfortunately for Giants fans, more of the same for their team as well. New York really struggled on offense in Dallas, losing 19-3. That is the 7th straight game in which the Giants failed to reach 20 points dating back to last season. Of course, they played that game without Odell Beckham Jr. He's back tonight, and back with me in the booth, as always, is the Super Bowl winning coach John Gruden. Odell Beckham Jr., they hope he helps solve some problems tonight, but he was on the field in those other 6 games when they didn't make it to 20 points.
Well, who better to give you a spark than the great Odell Beckham Jr., but he has a chance tonight to prove to the world that he can play hurt. He's about 85% tonight. The left ankle has been giving him a lot of problems. He's missed a lot of practice time. But not only can I play hurt, I can play great and dominate when I'm hurt. That's what the superstar wide receivers do in this league. Remember just a few weeks ago when Odell Beckham said, I should be the highest paid player in the entire NFL? Well, tonight he gets a chance to prove it on this stage. I'm excited to see him compete.
Well, he's part of a unit that he admits is not the strength of the Giants team. He said it hurt him to say this to us the other day. But the defense is the rock of this team, and they really have been. They'll have a big task tonight against the multi-talented Detroit Lions offense.
Well, it starts with their great quarterback, Matt Stafford. When I studied him carefully, I was shocked at what a great scrambler he is. He creates a lot of big plays with his arm and his legs, and it's up to the front of the New York Giants to contain him. Pierre Paul, Damon Harrison, Olivier Vernon, do not let him out of the pocket and knock him down as many times as possible. And then on the back end, Sean, the New York Giants secondary has to plaster to their men, hold their coverage for long periods of time, and they're led by Landon Collins, their great safety, and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, a Pro Bowl cornerback. But when you watch Stafford scramble, he can kill you with his legs. He finds a lane, he pushes up in the pocket, and he beats the Chicago Bears at crunch time last year. You got to contain him. And in the secondary, you better plaster, because last week against Arizona, he got out of trouble, and he found Marvin Jones for the knockout punch. Even a great Patrick Peterson has to plaster to his man for a lot longer than you think. And last year here in New York, they did an excellent job, the Giants defense did, of containing Stafford. And down the field, you see all the secondary men plastering in coverage, nowhere for Stafford to go. And that's how the Giants won this football game. They got to beware of Matt Stafford. He is a great scrambling quarterback.
And they'll try to plaster those Lions receivers without Janoris Jenkins, their Pro Bowl cornerback, out tonight for New York with an ankle injury. When we come back, our Monday Night Football Spotlight, Lisa Salters introduces us to Damon Snacks Harrison of the New York Giants.
Howdy, folks. I'm here to tell you about KFC's Honey Mustard Barbecue Georgia Gold.
No, tell them about Nashville Hot.
Who said that?
Nashville Hot.
I will wash your mouth out with sweet and tangy chicken.
Try it, you go prove it.
Georgia Gold.
Nashville Hot.
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 What have I become? Try both Georgia Gold and Nashville Hot at KFC.
College mascots. When it comes to hyping up football fans, nobody does it better. But when it comes to mortgages, they're less confident. Fortunately, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so they can understand the details and be sure they're getting the right mortgage. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud supporter of college athletics.
It's not just a donation.
It's a warm blanket.
It's a bottle of clean water.
It's a roof and a bed.
It's knowing someone cares.
It's feeling safe. Every dollar you can spare helps so much more than you can imagine. Please donate now to help those affected by Hurricane Harvey or Hurricane Irma. Your support is urgently needed.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news, some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so.